When it comes to camera backpacks, I have tried my fair share of heavy-duty versions. But in 2024, I have found that my professional and casual camera kit has shrunk quite dramatically, and I am prioritizing having a small, lightweight, casual-looking camera bag. Now, the latest contender that I'm considering as my daily camera backpack is the Vanguard Vesta Aspire 41. One of the most minimal camera bags that Vanguard has ever made. But is it too minimal? Because there are a few features, or lack of features, that might make this a deal breaker of a camera bag for you. So for all of the good features, I will also go over the potential flaws as well. Now before I tell you more about this bag, let me disclose that Vanguard sent this bag for me to test out, but they did not pay me to say anything. And they also did not review this video before publishing. So these are my honest, unfiltered opinions about this bag. First, let's start out with specs. This is a 14-liter backpack that weighs in at 1.7 pounds when it's empty, so it's reasonably lightweight and intended to carry small loads. It only comes in one color, this dark gray, which is the color that most camera bags come in. Trust me, I've tried enough of them to know. But what I like most about this camera backpack is that the interior camera dividers can be removed to convert this backpack into a day pack, so you can put non-camera gear inside of it as well. And because this backpack doesn't look like a camera bag at all, it would work really well as an everyday carry or a daily backpack as well. Now let's take a tour of the bag, starting outside. There's a roomy top handle, which is also great for easily carrying the bag with one hand. But there are no side handles. On each side there are two pockets, each with two notches and a metal loop, so you can better secure your items. Now according to product photos, a tripod could fit into one pocket. For the other pocket, I would likely stick a water bottle inside of it. And pro tip, after losing many items by having them slide out of my side pockets, I have learned to secure these items by using cable ties. So I appreciate having the notches and the anchors here to help with that. Finally, on the back of the bag, we have shoulder straps, which are nicely padded, like the padded area that sits on your back. I appreciate the strap management loops to keep the extra materials at bay. While there are no sternum or waist straps, there are subtle fabric notches, which you could use to attach accessories or DIY straps for yourself. Personally, this is where I attach my wrist strap as a tether whenever I'm using the Peak Design capture clip to carry my camera. Next, let's dive into each of the three pockets inside of this bag, starting with the smallest one up front. It's a simple zippered pocket with a small mesh area for holding accessories. The pocket itself has a bit of room to expand, so you can fit bigger items in here, such as a rolled up rain jacket. And while there is no side access to this bag, there is top access. And right off the bat, I love that it opens up into a sectioned off area, not directly into the camera gear, because this is where I can store more accessories without having them mix with my main pieces of camera gear. But if you don't like this configuration, you can move or even completely remove this sectioned off area, because it's just Velcroed into the bag. So it's sturdy, yet it's very easy to move around. Now to get into the main compartment of the bag, you do have to go through the back, which means you have to completely take off the bag to get into it. But like I said earlier, you have the option of removing the sectioned off top panel to get top access to your gear. Now the bag comes with dividers so you can easily stash your camera gear. Specifically, you can fit a DSLR or mirrorless camera body with a medium lens attached, and about 4 to 5 extra lenses. Finally, the backpack lid has a padded area for holding a tablet. Overall, this is a really sleek camera backpack that would allow me to carry my main camera kit that I take to most of my event and restaurant photo shoots. However, there are a few possible flaws. First, this backpack does not have a rain cover. The material feels lightly water resistant, but it's definitely not waterproofed. And since I live in Seattle, I prefer to have a bag that has a rain cover option. But I have also learned to carry a mini umbrella in my camera bags just in case of a downpour. And second, this is probably my biggest gripe with this camera backpack, is that it only has a tablet sleeve. My 14-inch MacBook Pro definitely does not fit, which is a bummer, since that's what I use to edit all of my photos and videos on. Now I realize that I might be in the minority. I even did a poll on my community tab here, asking if you all use tablets, and it seems that roughly 75% of you do. So perhaps I need to change my ways. However, even if I did get a tablet, I would likely opt for an iPad Pro, which hovers at around 12 to 13 inches. So even that wouldn't fit in this sleeve. So even if the bag ended up being slightly bigger, I wish that that tablet compartment was big enough to hold my laptop, or at least an iPad Pro. Overall, I really like this bag. It's actually the first Vanguard bag that I've ever tried out. Even though it's a minimal camera bag, that is something that I'm looking for these days as my camera kits keep shrinking and getting more efficient. So I love the direction that this bag is going in. The only deal breaker for me, and the reason why it's not my everyday carry, is that I can't fit my 14-inch laptop in it. But perhaps I'm alone in thinking that that's a con. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.